Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan here giving my take on WWE Battleground just happened, giving my full review of the show. First, I want to give my overall impression. I think that because the Intercontinental title match did not actually take place, it really was able to add a lot of time to a lot of other matches, and I think that very positively affected the rest of the show. So, jumping into the kickoff match, I was watching this on my roommate's PS4 stream, and for whatever reason, around 7:30 we couldn't get it to work. It kept playing like WWE Weekly, whatever that show is. It kept playing the previous thing on the schedule. So when we finally got it working, I just caught the tail end of this match. It wasn't anything I was too crazy interested in anyway. And yes, King Barrett got the win. He retains his King gimmick, which a lot of people thought he was going to lose, but looks like that's still going on. Next, we had Randy Orton defeating Sheamus. I thought this was a pretty solid match. The crowd was really into Randy Orton, which makes sense because they were in his hometown of St. Louis. I thought these guys worked a very solid match. Back and forth. They did definitely had a slower pace, but I thought it was well done. The RKO out of nowhere was a nice little touch. And, these guys know each other so well, and I thought it was just an overall solid match. Next, we had Primetime Players defeating the New Day. Big surprise that the Primetime Players retained here. I fully expect the New Day to win. But this was a really fun match. Xavier Woods on the outside of the ring is always just gold. And, Big E at the beginning, saying, "This is me reaping," was pretty hilarious. But these guys, they all worked a really solid match. Darren Young kind of continues to impress me. I really enjoyed this match. And I want to see these guys. I want to see more from both these teams. Hopefully, they'll have something at SummerSlam. Then we had Bray Wyatt defeating Roman Reigns with his sister Abigail. This was a huge surprise. There were rumors coming out about Luke Harper possibly rejoining Wyatt, but I really did not expect Bray Wyatt to get the win here. This is a big surprise and really a big win for Wyatt. Hopefully, this feud can continue, and Harper kind of adds a whole new element to this. Reigns can take the loss because we know he's going to be fine in the future. Bray Wyatt, I think, really needed this win, and I was really happy to see him get it. And as long as the feud continues, then it's fine for everyone involved. Next, we had they had a kind of an impromptu Divas triple threat where the three established teams, you get Team Paige, Team Bad, and Team Bella, and each one got to pick a member that was involved in this triple threat. And Charlotte ended up winning this, defeating Sasha Banks and Brie Bella. This was one of those matches that I think was able to get more time because they pulled the Intercontinental title match, that and the tag match probably. And I thought this was a very solid Divas match, probably one of the best Divas matches on a WWE pay-per-view in a very long time. I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect, but it's a step in the right direction, and I really like where they're going. I really hope that they really reinforce this whole team thing, and it just goes beyond SummerSlam. But this was a great start to this new kind of revolution in the WWE Divas division. So I really like this match. Next, we had the third match in the John Cena versus Kevin Owens series. Another great match from these two guys. And of course, I'm sure what everyone's going to be talking about is the finish. Owens kicks out of a super attitude adjustment, but then he taps to the STF at the end. It was kind of a bittersweet ending. Actually, I don't even, I don't know, if you're a big Owens fan, I don't know what the sweet part was, except that it was a great match. These guys pulling out all the stops. Owens thinking, I thought he almost killed Cena when he did that sort of package bomb thing. It was like a shoulder breaker or something, and it looked like he'd, Cena's head hit Owens' knee, but whatever it was, it looked really devastating. But yeah, it's like if you're going to kick out of a super attitude adjustment, it kind of stinks then that you just tap to an STF. But, I kind of felt like Cena might have just come out of this series, on top, winning the best of the three. But still, Owens, I think, is a made man, even if he did tap to the STF or whatever. that's just may not have been what I would have done, but then again, I'm not on the creative team. Just saying that was a slight disappointment on an otherwise really solid match. Then we had a segment with The Miz basically coming out, cutting a promo, talking crap about Ryback, a little bit about Big Show, and then Big Show just shows up, knocks him out, and leaves. I don't know if this is the 5,000th face turn of Big Show, but he did what needed to be done, and they kept this short and sweet. They acknowledged the Intercontinental title match. They didn't just completely leave it off, and so they acknowledged it and then got it over with really quickly. I thought, it was completely fine. And, we'll see. I was happy that they did this instead of a Big Show versus Miz match. I don't think anyone really wanted to see that, and they're both heels right now, so wouldn't really make sense anyway. Finally, we get to the big main event. So we had Brock Lesnar as the challenger taking on WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. And this was pretty much what you expected. Very reminiscent of Rollins versus John Cena at SummerSlam last year. Tons and tons of German suplexes. Rollins basically, I liked at the beginning how he was kind of grabbing the ropes and doing everything he could to avoid those suplexes. So when he finally hit it, and Rollins sells it so well, you were enjoying every time he got hit with that suplex. I think Rollins played it right. I like how he was, trying to escape at multiple points in the match. And then not much else to be said. Rollins got a little bit of offense in, was sorting a fight in there, but for the most part was just getting manhandled the whole time. And then, of course, in a huge surprise, we had, and the rumors were true, I suppose, is that Undertaker returns. He returns and choke slams, tombstones twice, Brock Lesnar. So we basically get a non-finish to this match, which, going in, Rollins and Lesnar, neither of these guys could really lose. They both kind of needed to win this. So a no contest was kind of expected. You think they're probably holding off with title things till maybe SummerSlam. So you have Undertaker show up. As far as the match goes, it wasn't that fantastic of a main event because they kind of had to do this non-finish. Luckily, the rest of the card was great. What they're doing, obviously, it looks like they're going somewhere with Lesnar versus Undertaker. I just got to kind of ask, why now? Why is it now? Why does The Undertaker all of a sudden care now? And that's something I guess we're just going to have to find out soon enough. So that is my full take on the WWE Battleground show that just took place. I thought overall very solid card. The main event was a bit of a disappointment, like I said, because of the non-finish, but there were so many other solid matches that I think it completely made up for it. WWE's done a good job where even if some matches kind of leave you wanting more, there was at least a few that you could really appreciate. So I thought this show was pretty darn good, and I was pretty pleased with it. And we're just going to have to see what's going on with The Undertaker. And, it's looking like a SummerSlam main event. So we're just going to have to see how that develops. But nevertheless, it's some cool stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the podcast, episode 100. Episode 100 this Tuesday. And we also got content all week long, starting with the Randy Orton Superstar Spotlight. So you'll be able to catch that. You'll be able to catch that tomorrow as of this recording. So stay tuned for all that content. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below if you give your thoughts on the Battleground pay-per-view. Let me know what you thought of it. What was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match? Or even just favorite part or least favorite part? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll be sure to talk about more on this. You can get Keith and Juan's thoughts this Tuesday, as well as all of our thoughts on what occurs on Monday Night Raw. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.